I'm Jack, we're with BTV and I'm with Retainer. It was kind of hard to find your MySpace.
I keep my friends close-knit, you know, they're on my phone. I don't need to hit them up over a Facebook, over a MySpace.
I did find a website had leaked your LP. It was kind of funny because on one angle it was like promoting your work and repping it, and on the other side it had just uploaded the file for anyone to get for free. I was just wondering like how you felt about that. Does it bother you, or are you cool with it?
It means like people want to hear the music, and like maybe if I do something that I think has a commercial value, not sell out as such, but if I do something that I think can make money, I might, you know, back it and then try and prevent that happening whatever way.
But how do you perceive like the commercial hip-hop heavyweights, like, you know, like Hilltops, Muff Platonic and stuff like that?
Well, they're sick. Like, that's what they do. They're good at what they do, and that's sick. I mean, the world needs them, but I don't have to be them.
Do you play shows?
I do play a few rare shows. It is good fun if I loosen up and have a few beers, but until I can kind of like get over my ongoing battles, you know, with like substance abuse, like I don't really want to be around people. I'm not really worried about other people even hearing it. I've made like 3 whole albums that I haven't released. My viewpoint on life changed so much. I wrote those raps when I was about 18 and just used to pour such anger out onto the pages, when really, face to face, I'm like, I'm just a normal dude.
Are you referring to the LP you did in 2007? You released in 2007?
I reckon it's sick in relation to like the beats, the production on it from Must. As far as that goes, he's one of the best guys I know at it. I work a lot with Biggs, who's also incredibly sick. I did this album with Biggs and like we were so depressed together, like we just sat down in our reclusive kind of stoner environment with the shade shut and we recorded the rawest album. The people that hear the songs are really going to understand where we came from at that point in time. They're going to go, fuck, these dudes aren't famous, these dudes are in agony.
I hear you've been working a bit with Baylor.
We've been making some cool songs together lately. I think he won the, he did win the freestyle battle at Big Day Out. He's a very like intense dude and he makes for a very funny song.
Got some new work coming out soon, you're really excited about it. How many tracks?
Originally, me and Biggs made a 20-track album. It's incredibly raw, it's over an hour long. It's called One Foot in the Grave. It's a really self-indulgent album and it won't be easy on the listener. But if you're into incredibly raw rap and ill lyricism and just poetry, like,
what are you rapping about?
We're rapping about just kind of being in a world where like we're not really understood. Reflecting on being young and just being free, like in the sun, without eye floaters, without the tinnitus that I've had for listening to beats too long, without the 20,000 volt injury when I still had a left hand and it wasn't like a disgusting claw.
Can you tell us a bit more about that injury?
I got electrocuted doing some graffiti when I was young. I climbed onto a power substation building in Mount Waverley and must have fell on the power lines. I was about a story high and I kind of woke up like on this sub-platform where they must have worked maintenance.
By yourself?
I was with one friend actually. He, you know, saved my life. He was so stressed out he called the police, the ambulance and the fire brigade. So not only did I get electrocuted by 20,000 volts, I actually got caught for graph as well. So I don't do graph anymore, like unless it's on a canvas. I've learnt my lesson.
What the fuck were you thinking climbing onto a power station to do some graph?
Well, it was a sick spot. It was a rooftop. It was on the line.
And how did that accident affect your hip hop?
Funnily enough, like the accident was what made me get into hip hop because I could no longer go out and do my painting.
Okay, so you fell, and is that the last thing you remember?
I remember waking up and my arm was dripping skin. It was just melting, like, and all my muscles had just fallen off. And I ran my hand through my head, and it just slipped into a crack, and I touched my brain because I blew the back of my skull out. And it's got a weak spot where there's no skull, like there's not even a metal plate. So if I press really hard, I could probably pop my thumb into my head. And I blew my toes off as well, which I felt hard done by. Actually got no toes for the rest of my life because of this. Just the little ones.
That is fucking full on.